Hello, my name is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine travel updates. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. So guys, let's start our update with Taiwan. You've heard of it, the tension there with China. A number of flights to and from Taiwan decreased due to the Chinese military exercises. Flights po have been affected. Some airlines had to cancel some flights to or from Taipei to avoid the airspace nearby that has been closed to civilian traffic due to the military exercises. Korean Air, Singapore Airlines canceled some flights to or from Taiwan last Friday and even Saturday, while ANA, PAL, Japan Airlines, JAL, and many other airlines still continue to operate to or from Taiwan. So, tuloy pa rin yung flights by other airlines. They just have to avoid designated airspace zones that are affected by the military exercises. It could mean more flying time for some flights. Ayun. For those with booked flights with EVA Air or with layover in Taiwan, check the flight status of your flight through the website of the airline. If you have your booking reference number, you should be able to check it. And with this political tension, the President of the Philippines, Marcos Jr., met with the United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly. As the two countries seek to reinforce ties amid increased tensions in the region. On another note, this is good news. Philippine Airlines, sana all. Philippine Airlines flies from Chapter 11 to at 72 million half-yearly profit. This is for the first time in 6 years that PAL has reported 2 quarterly profits in a row, resulting in a 2022 half-year net profit of $71 million. Oh, this is good news especially for kababayans working with our national flag carrier, PAL. I know some of you have heavy feelings toward this airline, but this is still our national flag carrier. We have so many kababayans working in this company. So, mabuti naman at nagka-profit sila. Ayaw nating mabankrupt yung PAL. So, go, go, go! I recently uploaded a video, International Flights Tour from the Philippines for the month of August, which we talked about the flight schedules of PAL. Guys, if you want a direct flight, then PAL it is. If you're coming from the US, Canada, or Middle East, ayan, direct flight po. Some foreigners were asking, Jennifer, how about Philippine Airlines flight London to Manila? Unfortunately, PAL had to let go some of its routes. It wasn't profitable for them. So they had to let go of Europe po, Manila to London flights. You have to check with other airlines. I heard Saudi and Qatar Airways are relatively cheaper than other airlines if we're coming from Europe. Now, COVID-19 related international travel restrictions continue to wane. Mas nagluluwag na po sa buong mundo. Di ba napapansin nyo guys? Most countries now are open. Majority of countries in the world are open for tourism. And it's not as strict as before. More and more countries lift the pre-departure testing requirement, health declaration form. Some countries that closed their borders to tourists at the beginning of this pandemic have done away entirely with requirements for travelers, including UK, Iceland, Sweden, France, even Vietnam at the end of April no longer requires health declaration form. Only very few countries in the world still require pre-departure test and quarantine. Talk about China. China is still closed for all tourists. Sorry for the noise of our dogs, the neighbors. Taiwan is still closed for most tourists. The only other country that totally closed to tourists is Taiwan, regardless of vaccination status. Grabe. Hong Kong is open, but there's quarantine. Japan is open, but only for guided tours. So individual tourists, you can't go there. You have to be with a group. I've been waiting to enter Japan talaga. As soon as they open, sure. Travel continues to increase as more countries drop restrictions. In the US, travel is almost at pre-pandemic levels according to the Transportation Security Administration. It's much easier, guys, to travel if you're fully vaccinated. A lot of countries don't require tests for fully vaccinated, no quarantine. In the US, in Canada, if you're fully vaccinated, you can enter as a tourist. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, the entry of unvaccinated foreigners are still prohibited. Some enter through Cebu, but it's a hit or miss. If your airline accepts you, then you're lucky. Congratulations. There is quarantine upon arrival. Some foreigners express their wish that the Philippines should remove quarantine and allow unvaccinated to enter. Time to ease entry according to Super Keto Foodies. According to All the Way Live 360, you guys have interesting names. He said, I will say it again, they need to completely drop the vaccine mandate. Lots and lots of tourist money just waiting to travel to the Philippines. Some people can't get vaccinated because of medical reasons, and some people just don't want it. Just saying. Have a good day, my friend. Thank you, All the Way Live 360. Yeah, I get a lot of messages now from unvaccinated foreigners, and I feel really strongly for those who have medical reasons not to get vaccinated. The Philippines hasn't made any announcement on giving exemptions. There are maybe exemptions, but they're not making it public information about it. They should. It's high time. There are foreigners, there are people who really cannot be vaccinated medically, and they should be accepted. This is still the protocol for the unvaccinated or partially vaccinated. Upon arrival, there is quarantine. You'll be tested on a 5th day while in the hotel, and once your result is released and it's negative, off you go. One Health Pass continues to be a strict requirement for entry. No One Health Pass QR code or barcode, no boarding. Now, a lot of Filipinos, especially OFWs, already expressed their dismay and already asked the government long time ago pa na sana tanggalin na lang ito kasi we have some of our kababayans Filipinos find it difficult to register. No, it's not always easy for everyone. I mean, if I were speaking to myself, sa akin madali lang kasi I was born with technology na, but others are not. And we cannot have one rule for everybody, diba? One rule doesn't fit for everyone. According to Anne, no? Because nga, some find it difficult to register, others provide services. According to Anne, to those who assist, sa mga nag-a-assist po sana sa One Health Pass or OEC, OEC is for OFWs. Huwag naman po sana overpricing. Problemado na po mga kababayan natin sa pag-register. Yung 300, okay naman po sana. Meron talagang 1K ang singil, nabasa ko dito kagabi. Grabe. Sa halip na makatulong yung ibang nag-a-assist, lalo na nananamantala. Babaan nyo naman po ang singil, sobra naman kasi yung 1,000. Oh, this was posted by a Filipina in a group page. So, some Filipinos are offering services. If you want me to do your One Health Pass, you have to pay some fee, and I'll give you your QR code. I mean, it's better to do it voluntarily. But if a person asks for fee, I think a small fee is fine. Pero 1,000 pesos, that's ridiculous. Ano ka, doktor? Doktor, 15 minutes, 300 pesos check-up. Ikaw, 1,000, One Health Pass? Wow, grabe. PhD yan? One Health Pass only takes what? 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Huwag naman po yung 1,000. Grabe naman. That's business. Grabe business na business. Huwag naman po. Please don't be like that po. Kababayans, if you do it yourself, it's absolutely free. onehealthpass.com.ph. Opo. Pero kung nahihirapan kayo, your second option is ask your family for help. Yung anak nyo mahilig mag-Facebook, mag-TikTok, naku po, sabihin nyo, anak, i-register mo ako sa One Health Pass. Or pamangkin, or kapatid, pwede po actually. Basta ang importante, isend lang nila yung QR code sa inyo, or barcode. Yun po, pwede po actually iyon. Kahit pa nga nasa Pilipinas yung nag-register, pwede din po. So, yun lang paalala sa mga kababayan natin na huwag abusuhin itong One Health Pass na porket ikaw gagawa 1,000, grabe naman. And I commend kababayans who voluntarily for free do the registration for others. No? Saludo, saludo. Yan yung bayanihan spirit of the Filipinos. So, yan. See, Philippine government, sana nakikita nyo to na may mga kababayan tayong desperate, nagbabayad pa para lang sa One Health Pass. Bakit ganun? Dapat hindi nagagastos. Yun lang guys. I hope they make it easier to register to One Health Pass na lang. Or at least not make it mandatory para yung mga nahihirapan, pwedeng upon arrival na lang gawin. No? Yun lang. That's what I've been saying a long time ago. It shouldn't be mandatory for everyone. Anyways, yun lang po ang update natin today. Be mindful of what's going on in Taiwan, especially if you have a book layover there. If you're just booking, I would have to say maybe avoid them for now. Flights with layover in Taiwan, we don't know what's going to happen there. And then, just closely monitor po updates on Philippine travel, especially with monkeypox. Thankfully, there hasn't been an addition to the case. So far, we still have only one. It's already a public health emergency in the US, so that's really alarming too. I hope they can prevent the spread from their country. They have the resources, so I hope they do the right thing and people do the right thing as well. So that is all the update for today po. One Health Pass is free, onehealthpass.com.ph. Pwede kayong mag-practice kahit malayo pa yung flight nyo. Pwede mag-practice. Yes, pwede po. Sige po. That's all the update for today. Sorry because of the noises of the dogs of the neighbors. That's the Philippines for you. God bless you all and stay safe.